handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, Throws it back in the end zone. Intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
Let's try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot. Score! Cornell down the field. End zone. That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone. Intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
Let's try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot. Score! Cornell down the field. End zone. That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone. Intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
Let's try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot. Score! Cornell down the field. End zone. That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone. Intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
Let's try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot. Score! Cornell down the field. End zone. That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone. Intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
Let's try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot. Score! Cornell down the field. End zone. That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone. Intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires. Deflected. No. Rebound. Score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
Let's try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot. Score! Cornell down the field. End zone. That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone. Intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Score!
The handball shot off the post. Score!
Let's try a kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher. Shot. Score! Cornell down the field. End zone. That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the
A pleasant good afternoon and welcome to Topa Field. Actually, sorry. Wow, I made that mistake right off the bat. Welcome to Gaudet Field and the campus of Salve Regina University in today's men's lacrosse game between the Salve Seahawks and the Mass Maritime Buccaneers. Matt Gillis alongside Jack McSweeney, and it is finally a beautiful spring day of 50-degree weather in Rhode Island.
Yes, sir. It's my first lacrosse game of this season, Matt. I'm honored to be doing it with you. I'm excited. Should be good.
Well, the Salve Seahawks last time out at home took away the victory against UMass Boston. We'll see if they can do it again today against Mass Maritime. They come in on very similar records. Salve coming in 3-2, Mass Maritime coming in 3-1. It's been an auspicious start to the season for all sides because weather has been a huge factor in it. We were talking about this off-air pregame. Salve has had 2 games canceled due to weather.
Yeah, no, it's tough. Rhode Island weather, you always got to adapt. It's tough, though. I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
Well, there's no problems with weather whatsoever today. It's beautiful blue skies, sunny, and we are going to call it at 50 degrees at face-off time here as we are set and ready to go. Salve in the white with the blue helmets. Mass Maritime in the all blue with the blue helmets, white numbers. We'll put 15 minutes on the clock. And we are set and ready to go. 36 or 30 of Brian Rozier against the 5 of Justin Haverly. The Fogo guys for both sides. Lights are on already here at 5 in the afternoon. They know this sun is going to set quickly behind the stadium. And face off to Haverly to pick it up, and the Seahawks still trying to get control, and now they're going to whistle this one. And a checking violation on Salve and Mass Maritime will get the ball to start out. 80-second shot clock in college lacrosse. You might catch it on the side of the field as we go past midfield. And it's Salve with the pickup here. Brendan Tracy is going to get this one started for the 27 of Christopher McCabe up top. McCabe loops that one down into X. Brought back around by the 11 of Ryan Riley. Riley back up top for Brendan Tracy once again. Tracy's going to come inside. Thought about that one from distance. Pulls back, shot, score! A rope ripper right off the bat. And it's the number 19 of Liam Cooney, the Portsmouth, Rhode Island native, just up the street from here. Hits the first one of the day in just 45 seconds into this game. And the Seahawks on the board. That's certainly a way to get things. So back at center for faceoff, and once again, Haverly picks this one up cleanly this time. Seahawks off to the races. They'll switch up. The 50 of Max Beauchamp. Beauchamp from another Rhode Island player, Saunderstown, Rhode Island, played at LaSalle Academy for Rocco Mazzei. They will send this one back up top for Tracy and settle things out on the offense. 27 is McCabe. McCabe inside. That one hit the post. Comes back in a pickup on the long stick there by the 7 of Leo Algier. And then Algier dispossessed of the ball for the 26 of James Cassidy. Long distance clearance ball. And this one will be moved out by Schreier. And Schreier got knocked down. Ball goes out of bounds. And they're going to give it to Mass Maritime. So the Buccaneers will go ahead and move this one. That's Mitchell Maeda coming from X as he set that one out for Ryan Cameron. Cameron dips around on the outside corner. Cameron is pressured out by Tracy. Brendan Tracy good on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively for the Seahawks side. Maeda. Flag flies. We're going to get a penalty as Maeda goes in. Loose ball comes out. Still loose. And as Salve picks it up, now we're going to get the whistle. And we'll get the call from the officials. And it looks like a Seahawk is going to the box. Waiting for the call. And the penalty is going to be cross-checking on the 14 of Rocco Mazzei, and it's a 1-minute unreleasable contact to the head. So Mazzei in the box on an unreleasable cross-checking penalty, contact to the head, and it's going to put Mass Maritime on the advantage. A 49 of Ryan McDonough. Kosowitz went back up top for Iverson as that shot hit traffic on its way through, and a good defensive stop there from William Kine, the goaltender for Salve. Kine with the ball now as he looks to clear. Kine checked from behind. No call from the officials, but there's certainly going to be a target on the 49 of Ryan McDonough for that check on Kine. Seahawks have the ball. Still in the man up is the Buccaneers as they work the time off of the clock. Skolnick for the 17 of Casey Johnson. Johnson will just carry that one around craftfully as he's defended by the 25 of Matt Mullaney. Johnson Back up top for Riley. Cross for Cooney. 15 to shoot. Riley inside. Nowhere to go. Riley's going to loop around, come down from upstairs. Still nowhere to shoot. Sends that one back through the middle. Cooney tries to send one. Cooney may have gotten hit on the head. This one's going to come right back really quickly, and they're going to call shot clock violation on the Seahawks. So 22 of Jack O'Donnell will get it started for the Buccaneers. Interesting decision here, playing their goaltender up as a false defenseman. That's going to go over and out of bounds. That's going to be Seahawks ball. So Tellini will start that one to kind of Johnson. They'll switch players to get the offense out there with 10 left to go here in this first quarter. Just the one goal on the board early on from Liam Cooney. McCabe sent that one for Beauchamp. Max Beauchamp inside, up over top. And it'll be chased by Neglieri. That's Daniel Neglieri. Cooney switches that one to Daniel Neglieri underneath. Coming back up top. Nope, Riley switched underneath. Riley gets shoved down, lost his handle on the ball. No call from the officials and a reset on the shot clock. So the 26 of Matt Mullaney on the turnover spot. Turnover Riley, and he finishes it that time. Ryan Riley picks up a mishandle from the Bucs and sends that one home for a Seahawks second goal of the game. 9 and change left to go here in the first. Jack, the Seahawks look like they're clicking.
Yeah, no, amazing tempo. Even on that power kill, had the ball majority of that time. I like the tempo a lot. It's a great start, too.
So Cooney and Riley, two of the players obviously to watch on the Seahawks side if you saw the preseason news coming into this. And they are living up to their names today. For the Bucs, Maida, and that one wide past Kine. Will get picked up in the corner by the 9 of Gage Coulan. Back up top for Walker. Walker sending that underneath, looking there for Iverson. Iverson, nowhere to go. Kine may have gotten a piece of that one. Seahawks are going to clear the ball out. Loose ball. Still, he's finally got it. That was 3 turnovers in the span of about 10 seconds by both sides. That's the game of lacrosse, though. As Daniel Neglieri thought about going to the deck and decides to pull back. So they're going to make a change on the field and get Casey Johnson out there along with the 16. Sorry, the 19 of Cooney, and that one didn't work. A turnover and headed the other way is Evan Doig. Doig drops that one as they set for the 49 of McDonough behind the back, and that one goes wide. Seahawks will get the ball. Seen plenty of those tricky little behind the back, behind the neck passes, shots, etc. in lacrosse. This one's moved by Coolan. McDonough. Seahawks pushing the Maritime offense way back up at midfield, and that's going to cause a dispossession. Loose ball and a Seahawks ball. Penalty flag flies. Cooney's shot, score! Liam Cooney. Another laser beam to the back of the net. It's 3-0 Seahawks. Liam Cooney, 2 goals already. We're manifesting the 4th goal up here in the broadcast booth. Hit the scoreboard one too many times. So 6:25 left to go here in the first, and already a 3-0 lead for the Seahawks. This one's going to pop back, and it's going to get picked up by Riley. So Haverly does his job at Fogo to get the ball to Riley, and we're back off to the races again. Beauchamp. Cooney. They're going to come up top this time for Barbone. Dropped underneath for Ryan Riley. Riley had it for a second. Go back up top for Cooney. From the deck was the 7 of Naglieri. So Naglieri picks up his shot attempt, comes back around. McCabe from upstairs, and there's the 4th goal. And it's Max Beauchamp with his first of the day.
Didn't take long.
The power play works to the advantage of the Seahawks. With the man in the box, they got that one through for goal number 4. And it's an unreleasable penalty on Patrick Doyle, so he's still in the box, and the Seahawks are still on the power play. Fogo pick up by Haverly. Cooney. Haverly's got to get off the field. They're going to need a true attacker on. They do. Oh, my goodness. Naglieri slam dunk from the 19 of Liam Cooney.
Matt, this could get ugly. 5-0 already, 5 to play.
5-0 and 5 to play just in the first quarter.
Yeah.
And a couple of weeks ago, I would say like about 2-ish weeks ago, we were here on this field for Salve women's lacrosse as they opened their home season against Rhode Island College. Came out of that game 21-0. So we have seen a Salve blowout on this field already this season. Are we in store for another one today? And, you know, it's one of those things that indoor lacrosse, a game gets a 5 or 6 goal lead, you can get it back. It's such a short field. It's so quick paced. Outdoor lacrosse, the game starts to get away from you too fast. You're done. You're toast. And if Salve gets to 10 and has a 10-goal lead, they get the running clock rule, you're toast.
Yeah.
This game will be over very quickly. Here's another slam dunk, open door on the backside, and a Salve goal. It's a 6-pack in the first quarter, the 27 of Christopher McCabe.
My question is now, are they going to get to 10 before this quarter ends? Very possible.
4.5 left here in this first quarter. And it seems like Mass Maritime just has no answer, and both of those are power play goals. And that has been a super costly penalty. Here we go again, right off of the face-off. Haverly picks this one up. So a very, very costly early penalty for Mass Maritime. That one's now finally expired. Salve got 2 goals on the unreleasable penalty. 44 is Patrick Barry. As they send this one around the 15 of Max Van Winkle. Van Winkle, a little stutter step as he sends it to Naglieri. Back at X. They go back up top once again. Saunders. Sorry, my apologies. Willow, and Willow threw that one away. Lucky pickup, though, for the Seahawks. Well, 3.5 left to go here in this first. Willow. As that got checked out from behind on the stick of Van Winkle, and it's picked up by Allgaier. For the 19 of Chris Sullivan. Sullivan, a long stick midi, will bring this one up across the retention line. And the Buccaneers offense will try to set up, and a whistle timeout called by the Buccaneers. 3 left to play here in this first quarter. 6-0. Salve will take a quick break. Three left to play here in the first quarter. Salve 6, Mass Maritime nothing. If you just tuned in thinking you weren't going to miss too much, you've missed a heck of a lot. And it has really been Ryan Riley and Liam Cooney that got things started off. And then Max Beauchamp got into the party as well. And they've really just rolled against this Mass Maritime Buccaneers.
Yeah, no, Cooney's been very impressive. In the first, 12 minutes of this game?
We're used to saying that after 60 minutes of a game, but not after the first 12 minutes of a game. But yeah, Liam Cooney certainly has come out to play like he does, like we expected him to, as Mass Maritime will get the ball to start here. Penalty boxes are empty, so we play full field. Even strength. The 2 of Ryan Cameron. That one went up over top of the head of the 14 of Daniel Kane, and Kane tried to get this one falling away into the crease, and they're going to get the tech for pushing. And it looks like it's the 29 of Salve, which is Carson Van Winkle, and he's going to go into the box. And that's going to be a 32nd, I believe. Yeah, they're calling it a tech, so 32nd. And it's releasable if Mass Maritime were to score. So a quick penalty and a quick advantage here for Mass Maritime. Kind kick save as that one came flying in from the 49 of McDonough. Picked up by the Seahawks. Carried here by the 12 of Jack Naglieri. Naglieri lost his footing. Turnover for Mass Maritime. Nowhere to go with it, though, is the one of Maeda. And the Seahawks are going to pick this one back up. Beauchamp is open in space if they can get to him. They do, and Beauchamp is off to the races. Beauchamp will settle back, wait for a little bit of help, sends one right underneath, and there was someone sitting on the back door named Daniel Negleri. He picks up his second of the game, and it's 7-0 from the number 7. And they're already switching Fogo for Salve because they can play a little with this one, as Chris Weber tried to take that one, but instead it's picked up by the 30 of Brian Rocher. Long stick shot from the 7 of Allgaier, and that one went wide. 1:33 left to play here in the first. Still need the shot clock for at least one more cycle. That one's going to drop, and it's going to get picked up. And we're headed the other way by Cam Souza. And that is very close to not needing the shot clock. And now we're underneath. So the shot clock a little bit irrelevant here as Maida works with this one. He has just the 62 seconds that remain here in the first quarter. Walker. Far side for Barrett. Cooper Barrett tries to dive underneath. Barrett shot, saved by Kine. And picked up by the Seahawks, as they can just walk out the quarter if they want to here. Tellini works that one defensively. Carried up for the 29 of Carson Van Winkle. Van Winkle dumps that one off. To X they go for Ryan Riley. Riley. Negleri. Up top for Tracy. McCabe. Tracy Riley from Negleri, and this one's going to be horn sound to end the first quarter of play. 15 minutes in the books. It's been all business for the Seahawks. 7-0 after one. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back. You're watching Salve Seahawks Lacrosse on Fans Only Sports Network. So back here to start the second quarter of play. And during the break, during the commercial break, illegal stick on Salve, and it's the number 50 of Max Beauchamp. As the coach is taking a look at it right now as well, too. I think Salve's got some questions about that. A little hard to tell from up here.
Yeah. Can't see the difference from up here.
But I can't. I mean, yeah, you can't really tell from up here. We're a little bit up high, so it's not really like we're level to be able to see exactly what the coach is looking at. But he was looking at it. The ball looked like it was right on the bottom side of the head frame, which is where it's got to be. But Beauchamp in the box, 1 minute for illegal stick. And it will negate the face-off, and so man advantage to start the second here for Mass Maritime. McDonough has that one tip off of his head, comes all the way back. Really close to the retention line, is approaching hard, was Liam Cooney. Kine makes the save on the long distance shot attempt from McDonough. Ooh, little nifty dice move there from the 25 of Seamus McCusker, and McCusker continues. Cooney for Riley as the Seahawks are going to go on offense here with the man advantage still in play. So out of the box is the 50 of Beauchamp as they're going to work on fixing his stick. Brennan Tracy. As that one was dove for by Salve, and it was touched last by Salve. So an over and back violation. And it gets picked up by Mass Maritime. So Buccaneers will start this one in business, the 2 of Ryan Cameron. Works the backside with Daniel Kane. Kane defensively against Van Winkle. McDonough.
Huge hit.
Big hit. And it's sent the other way. Bounce shot from Mazzei, and that one goes up over top. It's going to stay Salve ball as it'll get picked up by Daniel Niglieri. Oh, Niglieri. Oh, there's a penalty called on Salve. And it's an unreleasable on Rocco Mazzei. So power play here for Mass Maritime, but Salve with the ball. Beauchamp up top. For Niglieri underneath. As that one gets taken away, James Cassidy tried to whack at it for Mass Maritime, and shot clock violation on Salve because there was no ball control before the shot clock expired. And now they're going to have a discussion about this one, which sort of is irrelevant.
Yeah.
It's going to be Mass Maritime ball one way or another. They picked up the ground ball control, but then also you had an expired shot clock. Oh, Mass Maritime ball after all of that talking about nothing. Koslowitz will start it out. Jack Schreier. Underneath. As this one gets wrapped around by Maida. Maida. Still nowhere to go. Half of the shot clock gone by. 40 seconds left to go. As Maida is pushed all the way back out by Boudreau. Good defensive play there from Bordeaux and Mazzei. .44 in blue is Koslowitz as he takes a jog around back behind. And the Salve defense, I don't think he knows how much time's left on the
I
shot
don't think
clock.
so either.
That's it. Shot clock expires. They were on the power play, and they just let the shot clock go. Oh, boy, that's going to be something to discuss during halftime. Yard sale. And are we going to get a penalty called on that one? No, they're going to say Mass Maritime ball. Carson Van Winkle got yard sailed. So Allgaier to O'Donnell starts this one out from distance shot score. Schreier hits the first one for the Buccaneers and breaks the bagel on the side of the scoreboard.
All right. I mean, every comeback's got to start with the first one. Still got adequate time, too.
7-1 for the Seahawks, so a 6-goal lead still with 10 and change left to play here in the first half. Fought for by Haverly. Haverly got dumped and getting absolutely swallowed. Flag flies late. Iverson got taken down in a late flag from the referees, so we're going to have a penalty coming up against Salve as Kine picks that one up, and we'll get the call. A technical is called on the 36 of John Saunders. Timeout called by the Seahawks. Their first timeout they've taken this half. 10:15 left to go in the half. 7-1 Seahawks lead. You're watching Seahawks men's lacrosse on Fans Only Sports Network.
Really good students come to Salve, but they leave, just ready to change the world.
I love Salve so much, and I love the connections that I've made. You're more than just a number, you're a name at Salve.
The 4 years have flown by so quickly. I think it's been a really great experience.
It's probably a cliche to say that Salve is a family, but it's a very, very true thing to say here.
They encourage you to just be yourself and not follow the crowd. Like, if you're a person who does not want to follow the herd, you have all the resources you need to shape the person that you want to be.
People are extremely supportive of each other and very supportive of the students. The students always come first.
A lot of the experiences you get at Salve are experiences that you can't get anywhere else because of it being such a tight-knit community.
Yes, it's a small school, but it's also like the desire to be a part of something great.
And then you put it all on this campus, right? Like, you get to have these conversations in buildings that you swear were built just for that purpose. This is the place where you should have big thoughts. This is the place where you should dream big dreams.
Back here at Goddard Field, 10 and change left to go here in the first half after the Salve timeout. Underneath and a power play goal, as that one came from the one of Mitchell Maeda, and it's 7-2. Number one for Mass Maritime? Yeah, there's no one. Mitchell Maeda. No, I'm saying their system is. Oh, well, that's on them. 10 left to go here after the Maeda goal. 7-2. Still a 5-goal lead for the Seahawks. They came out to a 7 unanswered goal lead. Mass Maritime's gotten the last 2 on power plays, though. So still have not seen them get an even strength goal against the Seahawks side. Seahawks start back up top. Beauchamp. Beauchamp's going to go inside, gets pushed out. Good defensive play for the 42. Seamus Buckley. This one's going to come all the way back and an over back violation called. So Mass Maritime starts. Maida just scored the last goal for the Buccaneers. Slows this one down for Ryan Cameron. Daniel Kane. And that one went up high, and you could hear the stick check, and that was Saunders in the way of that one. Picked back up by the 9 of Coolahan. 40. Coolahan shoots, score. And all of a sudden, Mass Maritime has found themselves +3. So since their timeout and then the Salve timeout, it has gone the wrong direction twice for the Seahawks.
Bit of a momentum switch here.
They've sent Justin Haverly back to the Fogo as Haverly goes against Rocher. 8.5. Rocher picks this one up. Loose ball will be scooped by the 25 of Matt Mullaney. Iverson looking for a wraparound, nowhere to go. Good defensive stop by McCusker. Comes all the way back up top. Loose ball picked up by Maida. Came across. That one may have hit a piece of the post. Kine made a save. Flag flew after the attempt from Cooper Barrett. And the penalty is going to be on Salve. And it's the 12 of Jack Neglieri. So Neglieri in the box. And back on the power play once again is Mitchell Maida and the Buccaneers as that shot is saved by Kine. William Kine trying to do the job he can in the net tonight for the Seahawks. That one got booted, and yeah, they're going to call it. It was across the retention line. So an illegal touch, and Seahawks ball. Mazzei. Seahawks need a little bit of ball control here as they get it to Liam Cooney. Penalty expired. Back to even strength. Riley. Cooney. Beauchamp will pick that one back up. Has Brennan Tracy on the back line with him. Tracy dips in a little bit. Now comes back and picks it up as they switch and bring Chris McCabe in. Tracy back underneath. They go for Barbone. Neglieri. They'll cycle this one around for Cooney. And a whistle, a stoppage of play, and an illegal check. Looked like an elbowing got called. And this one gets sent the other way. So Evan Doig for Mitchell Maida. And with speed trying to wrap around is Iverson. Off the top of Cameron's stickhead and headed the other way. Jack Neglieri for Max Beauchamp. And Beauchamp will settle this one and allow the Salve offense to settle. So Naglieri, it was right upstairs. And he tried to pull the trigger, was the aid of Mason Barbone, and at the same time, he got stuffed by Dean Fay. Cassidy downstairs, and the bounce shot goes wide. 58 seconds to shoot for the Buccaneers. Cooleran came back up top for Barrett. Cooper Barrett's going to hold this one. Still 30 seconds on the clock, plenty of time. Cooper Barrett saved by Kine. Loose ball scooped up by Kosowitz. And they start back up top. McDonough. That one's going to come loose, and it's going to get picked up by Salve. Kine will start this one off to the outside, and it went past Beauchamp. Ryan Riley in a little bit of a rugby scrum. Ball still kicking around, gets picked up, and all sorts of collisions around the 19 of Liam Cooney. Timeout called by Salve. 4 and change left to go here in the first half. 7-3 Seahawks.
In, and the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
They're trying to kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
4 and change left to go here in the second quarter. And Salve ball with 55 on the shot clock. Skolnick. Naglieri for Riley. Patrick Doyle. Defensive opportunity for the Buccaneers, turns not as the Seahawks continue to cycle this one around. Cooney and Riley. Little stutter step as they come back up top. Skolnick, flag flies, and we're going to get the whistle and a stoppage of play and a penalty coming on the Buccaneers. And I didn't see it, but I could hear it.
Yeah, you could hear it from up here. It was loud and clear.
1 minute for slashing on the number 16 of Jack Schreier. And yeah, like we were saying, I didn't see it, but I could hear that stick clack. So Salve on the power play for 1 minute after the slashing penalty to Schreier. They reset the shot clock to 60. Neglieri. Up top, Beauchamp. That's long distance, and they're going to say no. Neglieri didn't get a piece. And so it's going to be Buccaneers ball. Cassidy. Matt Mullaney for Mitchell Maida. 2.5 left to go here in this first half. And even though Maritime has put 3 on the board, Salve's 7 in the first has held out enough to have a 4-goal lead here. Kosowitz, as he's defended hard by Mazzei. Tried to take that shot, and it went wide. It's going to get scooped up by the 9 of Coulahan. So Gage Coulahan. Coulahan got hit hard. Late flag flies in from the referees. And now we're going to get the whistle and a stoppage of play, and that one's probably going to be contact to the head.
Looked like he got crumpled there.
Illegal body check, contact to the head, 2 minutes unreleasable.
Uh-oh.
On the 25 of Seamus McCusker. And that's going to carry if they don't. Actually, yeah, no 8. I was going to say that's going to carry if they don't score. It's unreleasable. That's going to carry. So 60-second shot clock, 1:40 left to play here in the half. And Mass Maritime's going to get about 12, 13 seconds of power play time to start the third after the halftime break. From upstairs, and this one goes well wide on the attempt from Ryan McDonough. A restart from Iverson. McDonough. Kosowitz. Kosowitz got tripped while trying to take the shot. No call from the referees there, but it's going to stay with Maritime as Iverson picks it. McDonough, saved by Kine. Kicks back out for Mitchell Maida. Final 60 seconds to go here in the first half. McDonough, saved by Kine. And that one's going to go out of play, and they're going to say still for the Bucks with Kosowitz. That one instead runs right into the stick of Bordeaux, and he's going to go ahead and be able to carry this one out for a little bit. Loose ball gets picked up there by Mazzei. Mazzei can just send this one underneath Riley. Salve can carry out if they want. I think they're going to try to see if they can get a stinger right before the end of the half. Neglieri came up top. Cooney, that one goes over top of the stick of Brendan Tracy. And a nifty little stick grab from Mitchell Maida. And then Brendan Tracy says, "What are you doing?" Horn's going to sound to end the first half as Mitchell Maida and Brendan Tracy having fisticuffs with each other over behind the 30-yard marker. But we've reached halftime. Salve had it all in the first. Mass Maritime had all in the second, but the lead's still 4. Seahawks 7, Buccaneers 3 at the half. You're watching Salve Seahawks Men's Lacrosse on Fans Only Sports Network.
And the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Dumps it in, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
handball shot! Off the post, score!
First right kick. Goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot! Off the post, score!
First right kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot! Off the post, score!
First right kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot! Off the post, score!
First right kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot! Off the post, score!
First right kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot! Off the post, score!
First right kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot! Off the post, score!
First right kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown!
Oh, Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Ducks it in, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose!
Back here, Gwinnett Field in Milltown, Rhode Island, and a 7-3 scoreline as the Salve Seahawks up over top of the Mass Maritime Buccaneers as we get set for third quarter action. And it was very quickly, Jack, 7-0 Salve.
Yeah.
A timeout called by Mass Maritime. They come back, they score a power play goal. They score a second power play goal on the unreleasable. Salve calls a timeout. You think it's going to settle things down and flip the other way. Mass Maritime scores another goal again. So we have 7-0 Salve in the first, 3-0 Mass Maritime in the second, and now we go here to start the third.
And to be honest, I don't know what to expect for this third quarter because it's been a roller coaster so far. I know me and you were talking about it. The momentum just shifted right after that second timeout.
Yeah, I think we thought the way the first 15 went that we were probably off to the races and on our way to a Seahawks blowout.
Absolutely.
And, starting to pull out the rule books and talk about running clock rules and things, and all of a sudden here we are in a dogfight of a game, 7-3, and Mass Maritime's going to have about 13 seconds of power play time to start the third quarter as they still have the last of the unreleasable penalty to Seamus McCusker that's got to get killed off.
Hey, I'm not complaining. I know me and you like some good competition here, some good lacrosse.
Always fun when you get a good game.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
We've had a couple that have gone away. Salve women's lacrosse, they'll be back in action this weekend on a double-header Saturday, as we'll see the men's team at 12, women's team will follow at 3:30. You can, of course, catch all that action right here on Fans Only Sports Network, your home for Salve Seahawks athletics. Weather permitting, because we know there is a rainstorm that's kind of coming into the Ocean State area. We'll see, but weather permitting, we are supposed to have Salve baseball in action tomorrow at 3 p.m. We'll see how that one stands.
Very tentative.
A very tentative 3 p.m. first pitch tomorrow. Third quarter underway as Haverly tries to get that one on the faceoff, whacked away by Rocher. Haverly still diving for it, and instead it's going to get picked up by Rocher. Rocher is going to get knocked down by Haverly. Haverly kicks that one out of bounds, and they're going to say Mass Maritime ball.
Whoa. What a start to this quarter.
That's like 15 seconds off the clock just to do all that. McCusker out of the box for the Seahawks. Maida still in the box, so now it's a man up for the Seahawks. But they were going to have to contend with the fact that Jack Iverson for the Buccaneers has the ball right now. Carried up top for Kane. Beauchamp. Toe-to-toe against Kane. As Kane tries to wrap all the way around, knocked away by Jack Naglieri. Loose ball that can be scooped up by Naglieri, and then Naglieri has it whacked away. And McDonough will pick that one up for the Bucs. Ryan Cameron. underneath. Cameron from X sends that one high, and it'll get chased to the corner, and they're going to say Mitchell Maida had position over top of the 39 of William Kine, the goaltender for Salve. Kane. Kane wraps around, comes back up top for Cameron. Cameron nowhere to shoot, sends that one out on the corner for McDonough. Underneath for Maida. Maida still trying to spin with it. Good defense there from the Seahawks. That one right into Kine's net on the shot attempt from Kane. McCusker for the 7 of Neglieri. Neglieri and McCabe. Brennan Tracy. Ryan Riley underneath. Neglieri looking for a wraparound. Thought about trying to go up over top for Tracy. Didn't get there, and they go back to Riley. Riley had the back door open for a second. Tracy's going to find it. First goal since the first quarter for the Seahawks as Brennan Tracy scores. It's 8-3.
Finally breaking their cold streak. It was probably 17 minutes in between goals there for Salve.
That was a long, long period of time in between goals. They did not score at all in the second quarter. Brennan Tracy is going to pick up that one, however, and it's 8-3. Interception from Jack Neglieri for Liam Cooney. And Cooney will get things started offensively here for the Seahawks. As they switch lines. Daniel Neglieri back up top for the 45 of Thomas Skolnick. Mason Barbone on the deck from Neglieri, and that one got deflected up over top. Restart Ryan Riley. It may have actually been the 17 of Casey Johnson that got the final touch on that play. Underneath, and that one came up over top. The 8 of Mason Barbone, and I think it got a piece of the post on its way back. But Neglieri in space picks that one up for the Seahawks, and they get the restart. 25 to shoot. Did not get a reset on the shot clock, so I guess it did not. Caught something, though. There was a nice little click sound as it went by. Barbone, as he gets pushed out of play by Patrick Doyle. Scooped by Allgaier. And settled by the Buccaneers. Dean Fay. And they're going to get a violation. 10-second violation called. Shot as that one went wide from the 7 of Daniel Neglieri. Ryan Riley. Niglieri. Comes back up top for Cooney. They're going to loop this one all the way around for Beauchamp. Beauchamp. Little stutter step. Sends it back to Riley underneath at X. Cooney. Niglieri. And then they come back up top once again. Brennan Tracy for Liam Cooney. Cooney from distance. That one high. And Riley is going to scoop it up. And he'll restart. 25 seconds on the shot clock here for the Seahawks. Tracy. Loose ball as that got checked out. Picked up by Beauchamp. 10 seconds to shoot. Max Beauchamp. Beauchamp, all sorts of pressure. Cooney's got it. Cooney shoots wide, and this one is going to give him 6 seconds on the shot clock. Niglieri got knocked down. Flag's going to fly. Daniel Niglieri is going to draw a penalty here. And to the box is going to go the 19 of Chris Sullivan. And it's a tech for 30 seconds for holding. So smart play by Niglieri there, though, because it resets the shot clock to 60. So from 5 seconds left to shoot, now a fresh full 60.
Yeah, it was pretty crafty.
So Seahawks are going to have man advantage and plenty of time on the clock. They'll work this one around. Beauchamp. Riley. Pulls back and takes a look over top of everything. McCabe underneath. Tracy's got it for Riley. That one's over a little top. It tipped off of Riley's stick. It's a loose ball, and it's scooped up by the 42 of Seamus Buckley for the Buccaneers. Buckley is going to get that checked out of his stick. Gets it down in the corner, and they come back up top to Mitchell Maida. So they settle from long distance, the 7 of Allgaier, as that one hit traffic in front of Kine and picked up by the Seahawks. 7 and change left to play here in the third. Seahawks have added one to the board to make it an 8-3 lead. Max Beauchamp. As all the penalties have expired, we're even strength. Beauchamp, that one hit post. So a 60 on the shot clock for Ryan Riley and the Seahawks. Drops it for Niglieri. Niglieri from X as he sent that one into the corner for McCabe. Brennan Tracy. Tracy was looking for back door, went to Beauchamp up top instead. Liam Cooney. Niglieri, 25 to shoot. Brennan Tracy! Brennan Tracy with the laser beam rips rope for goal number 9 on the night, and it's Tracy's dose.
My goodness. It's a fireball.
Unfortunately, it's not the PLL, so that won't count for 2, because he was, though, from the 2-point arc distance. Face-off violation on Rocher, so it's going to be Salve ball. So Cooney, Riley, Tracy Negliri continuing to light the lamp for the Seahawks. Back to a 6-goal lead here at 9-3. This is going to be the tale of quarters.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
6 left to go here in the third. Mass Maritime has not scored. Ryan Riley.
Back up to 7, just where we started.
10-3, and yes, a 7-goal lead with 6 minutes left to play here in the third, and it's been all Seahawks here in this third quarter. All of the first. Ryan Riley. And I think that was a hat trick for Riley on the day. As this one's going to get picked up by Rocco Mazzei, and the Seahawks back in business. It deflected off of a Mass Maritime player, is falling away. Looked to be the 3 of Brendan Tracy on the pass. No, Tracy's on the bench, so that's Negliri. It's the 7 of Daniel Negliri was the falling Seahawks player. Took a weird ricochet off of a Maritime stick. 5 and change left to play here. Maritime will work this one around. McDonough has it up top as he's defended there by 12 of Jack Negliri. McDonough trying to look inside, sends that one on the deck, and it pops up. Kine sticks it away, and it'll be a Maritime ball to start. Mitchell Maida. Cooper Barrett, score.
The wheel has been broken. Finally a quarter where both teams scored.
That is the first goal of the quarter for Mass Maritime, and the first time that we've had both teams score inside of a quarter. And 4:50 left to play here in the third as we go back to center. Haverly. Seahawks are going to settle this one down. They have the ability to start working the shot clock a little to their favor, especially as we go into the fourth quarter. For Liam Cooney. Max Van Winkle, and that one is saved. Kicked up by Fay. And a long distance send and getting dumped right at the center as Evan Doig flag flies.
There you go.
So the first hit wasn't enough. The second hit was. And Evan Doig comes jumping off of the field into the box. For the Seahawks is going to go the 15 of Max Van Winkle, and they're going to say illegal contact to the head, and he's in for 1 minute. So that's an unreleasable one. And this is going to put the Buccaneers on the power play. Power play has been to the benefit of the Buccaneers. They've gotten 3 of their 4 goals on the power play today. McDonough sent that one off of the post. So a fresh 60. McDonough McDonough bounced that one, still bouncing, and pulled out of the crease area by Bordeaux because Kine completely lost sight of the ball. That's Jack Niglieri. On the doorstep, score Seahawks. Daniel Niglieri picks up number 11 on the day for the Seahawks, and Jack Niglieri was involved in the transition of that play. So the Niglieri brothers make that goal happen. Well, that's always a special one when you get that to work. Jack Niglieri, the older of the two Niglieris. He's a junior. Daniel Niglieri plays on the attack, a freshman. The two from West Hampton Beach, New York. And a face-off violation on the Buccaneers will restart the ball for the Seahawks. Dan Niglieri on the goal. Jack Niglieri is going to get an assist. And a check in the back to the 44, Patrick Barry. No call from the officials as the Seahawks go to work here. 45 seconds on the shot clock, 2 and change left here in the quarter. Cooney. Barry. Barry still with it. Drops that one off upstairs, and that one
just over
top. Riley's going to pick this one up on the backside. That may have been the 35 of Grant Willow that was coming across. Willow from distance. Grant Willow adds his name to the score sheet. And it's now back to a really stable lead.
Yep.
At 12-4.
Biggest lead of the day, I think, right? 8, yep.
Yeah. 8 is the largest of the day now by the Seahawks. They had led 7-0 at one point. Now to 12-4 and an 8-goal lead. So Grant Willow, a midfield sophomore from North Andover, Massachusetts, adds his name to the score sheet. And a slashing call on Salve on the 18 of Daniel Bordeaux. So Gage Coolahan starts this one out. For the 6 of Iverson. Iverson. Kosowitz. Kosowitz, and that one's wide. They're going to say reset the clock to 49 seconds. There's 43 seconds left on the shot clock. So the shot clock could expire before the game clock does. As the Buccaneers, actually, the shot clock's going to become irrelevant now as the Seahawks have the ball. Beauchamp. That one got deflected as Beauchamp tried to take the shot. Chased on the backside by the Mass Maritime defense. Beauchamp picks up a loose ball. Cooney! And that one just went over top. Riley picked up. 15 seconds. Beauchamp had a lane to shoot. They send that one across. Cooley shot score! Liam Cooney from upstairs puts lucky number 13 on the board for the Seahawks with just 8 seconds left in this third period.
Have yourself a day, Liam Cooley.
Yeah, he certainly has had a day. Liam Cooney and Ryan Riley have combined for about half of the Seahawks goals on the day, as that one's going to go wide as the horn sounds on an attempt from Justin Haverly. And we have reached the end of the third. All Seahawks this time around in the third. It's 13-4 to the final fourth quarter we go. You're watching Seahawks Lacrosse on Fans Only Sports Network. Back here for fourth quarter action from Gaudette Field. 13-4 Seahawks over the Mass Maritime Buccaneers with 8 seconds left, looking to put this thing to bed. All Seahawks in the first, all Buccaneers in the second, all Seahawks in the third, Jack.
Yeah. See if this story repeats itself, but it's a big lead to surmount.
We'll take it for the Seahawks having the larger lead right now, 13-4, as Rocher goes to the circle against the 5 of Justin Haverly. Haverly picked that one up, and the Seahawks are off to the races here in the fourth. Riley, as he got that one from Carson Van Winkle, and they make the line changes necessary to get the offensive matchups out on the field. Casey Johnson along with Thomas Skolnick. Chris Bethany, first time we've called his name today, as he's out there on that midfield position. Riley from X. Dropped down, and that came up, picked up by the 41 of Stephen McAllister. McAllister, a senior on this Seahawks side from Floral Park, New York, and our game flyer player today. And that's why. Shot with 4 seconds left to go on the shot clock, and they're going to say it hit the side of the net.
From up here, it looked like it went in.
It did look like it went in. That looked like it was a slam dunk goal, but they're going to say side of the net. And no goal there from the 17 of Casey Johnson. Good attempt. Flag flies. It's going to be a Seahawks penalty. Mass Maritime will continue the play until we get a whistle. McDonough fires past Kine, and that one's going to go wide. Now we're going to get the penalty. It's a blocking penalty. Offside, my apologies. It's going to be 30-second technical Offside called on the 41 of Stephen McAllister. So he went across the retention line. As that one comes from upstairs for McDonough, bounced off of Kine, comes right back to the 44 of Brendan Kosowitz, and Brendan Kosowitz picks up the goal for the Bucks. As we mentioned earlier, weather permitting, we'll be on the Salve campus tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, first pitch. As Salve baseball back in action as they take on Eastern Connecticut State. That's if the weather cooperates with us. Weather cooperation not necessary on Saturday. As long as there is no lightning and or absurd snow, we will play lacrosse on Saturday afternoon from here at Gaudette Field. 12 o'clock for the men's game, 3:30 p.m. for the women's game. And you can catch all of the action for Salve Seahawks lacrosse, baseball, and softball right here on Fans Only Sports Network. That one came up over top. And out of play as Mitchell Maida tried to chase it. So Maida will get the restart. Jack Iverson. Iverson shot scorer. (13-6) on the goal from Jack Iverson. $11 and change left to go. A 7-goal lead. Scooped up and running with the head of steam is Grant Wello. My apologies, check that actually. It's the 25 of Seamus McCosker. Ryan Riley for Brennan Tracy. As they come back up top for McCabe. Beauchamp. Tracy. From the corner, Tracy trying to dance, put it on the deck, it gets through. Brennan Tracy hat trick on the day now. As he sends that one rolling through the wickets of Dean Fay.
Yeah, I got him 5-hole there.
Put it straight on the deck and got the roll. So Brennan Tracy joins the hat trick club on the day. As this one's continued by Liam Cooney. Cooney and Tracy and Ryan Riley. Guess in a little bit of a way, that's kind of our ability of calling easy 3 stars of the game. Where'd all the goals come from today? Liam Cooney got it started, carried up a little bit in the middle. Ryan Riley in the middle, while Liam Cooney was taking a bit of a break. Brennan Tracy brought up the back end. Beauchamp. Cooney, that one off the edge of his stick. It's picked up by Algier. Fay will bring this one out of the net area himself. Fay, Gelman, toss, complete. And they don't get the goal as a kick save from Kine on the attempt from Iverson. So Fay goes for the Gelman, and Iverson can't finish the deal. Flag is flown. It's going to be a penalty on the Seahawks. As it's carried around here on the backside by the 49 of McDonough. This is probably going to get us the whistle as Maida is going to let that one go to the line, and we'll get the penalty. A slashing call on the 3 of Brennan Tracy, and he goes into the box. So power play for Mass Maritime. McDonough. Downstairs kick saved by Kine as that one came from the 14 of Dan Kane. They were warming up Connor Matthews on the sideline. So not sure if we're going to get a goaltender switch here for Salve, or if he was just trying to maybe help another player get stretched out. But he has his coat off, and he's been working along the sideline. So we'll keep our eyes on that one with only 8.5 left to go here in the game. McAllister. This one is wrapped up from behind. Back up top for Beauchamp. Skolnick. Cooney. Oh, off of the post was the attempt that came from Rich Knighting. Knighting gets his first touch of the day and hits post. This one continues as getting shoved into the Salve bench was the 3 of Evan Doig on the ground ball, and it's finally picked up by the Seahawks. Beauchamp. Knighting goes into the middle. We'll see if they try to go back to him. Max Beauchamp from upstairs. Beauchamp will get the flag to fly. Penalty coming for a Seahawks power play. Technical illegal substitution. Too many men on the Mass Maritime Buccaneers. Liam Cooney. Riley. Under! And underhand and up from the 27 of Chris McCabe. And that's number 15.
They've been chasing that 10-goal lead all day. This might be their best chance to get it here.
One away at 9 now, the largest of the day. As they put number 15 and McCabe with the down and up. Sent away by the 5 of Haverly to be picked up. As it rolled all the way back to Kine, there is a Buccaneers player down in the backfield. But this ball is all the way up in the mid zone and maybe a little bit over of that. It's going to be Maritime ball way back. Fay. Doyle. Tried to go long distance. Bounces one from Maida. McDonough save made by Kine. Seamus McCusker. McCusker, and that one kicked away by Fay. Turnaround by the 4 of Knighting and kicked away by Fay. Two attempts as McCusker fires and Knighting fires. And nothing there. They make the goaltender switch, so into net goes Connor Matthews. Day done for Will Kine.
Well done.
So the final 6 minutes will go to Connor Matthews. Salve here on offense. Chris Bethany trying to dunk one was the 32 of Justin DeBalsey. DeBalsey, another Rhode Island player on this team. Cranston, Rhode Island, Bishop Hendricken High School. Just a stone's throw from my apartment. Whistle. And I think we're going to get a slashing call on Mass Maritime. There's a lot of benefits to living in Warwick, Rhode Island. It's actually a really cool place, except for the fact that at about 6 o'clock every morning, you start hearing these really loud whooshing sounds over top of my apartment, and I have to realize it's all the 6 a.m. flights taking off from TF Green. It's like you get woken up at 6 o'clock in the morning, whether you want to or not. Hard shot from the corner and a score from Mitchell Maida.
It's like a natural alarm clock, though. You could turn that into a good thing.
Yeah, little natural alarm clock is, there are 6 a.m. takeoffs from TF Green and just get that whoosh sound.
Do you hear them landing throughout the day?
You don't.
No.
You can't really hear any of the planes coming into land. You just hear the takeoffs. Haverly picked that one up for the Seahawks. 4 left to play. If we were playing indoor lacrosse, I might say that there was a possibility that this game could flip itself on its head. But we're playing outdoor lacrosse and a 15-7 lead inside of 4 to go.
Yeah.
You are going to be very hard-pressed to try to bring this one anywhere close to back. Seahawks look like, for all intent and purpose, they're going to be on their way to the 4th win of the season. As that one rolled right off of the edge of the line. Good shot from DeBalsey. Scooped up by Fay. If you're a lacrosse fan, there's more lacrosse action tomorrow on Fans Only Sports Network. Tomorrow night we'll be at Meade Stadium in Kingston, Rhode Island. University of Rhode Island Rams men's lacrosse in action against the Stonehill Skyhawks. 7:30 p.m. face-off right here on Fans Only Sports Network. URI in the number 1 spot in the NCAA D2 rankings as they look to try to go one better from their NCAA runner-up last year. They're going to call deflection on that one, so it's going to stay Mass Maritime ball as it's scooped up by the 17 of Cooper Barrett. Barrett, goal. So Cooper Barrett scores, and we go to 15-8, 2.5 to play.
Never quite got to that 10-goal lead. They're close a couple times.
Got it to 9. After they had it at 7-0 early in the first. And then they went for the goal switch, and the sophomore Connor Matthews having a little bit of trouble settling. Face-off from Aiden Walsh. It's kicked back and then picked up by Rocco Mazzei. 2 and change. A game that went from daytime to twilight.
Feels like football weather.
Yeah, the temperature dropped a little bit as the game has gone on, and feels like we're playing a early fall game.
Yeah, no, it does.
Over and back called. We'll stop the clock. And it's reset on the shot clock, and this one's going to be pretty much the ball game.
Yep.
One more reset's going to make the shot clock irrelevant. One and a half left to go. That's going to go off the post, resets the shot clock to 60. Salve ball is going to reset it to 80. Shot clock is irrelevant as we're inside of 1:15 to play. Shot from Knighting up over top. Salve will not keep the ball. So Patrick Doyle will start. They have switched goaltenders as well for Mass Maritime, as it's the 12 of John Idonatis who is in net. Knighting, as he tried to get that one across for the ballsy and out of play. Final 40 to go. Seahawks will walk out of here with a win. That'll be their 4th on the season. It's their 2nd home win in just 2 home games. As that one will be a bouncer and a score from the 44 of Brendan Kosowitz. Rocher back to the circle. Scoops that one up against DeBallsy. DeBallsy fights back for it, though. Still bouncing around. Maida's going to pick it up in 10 seconds to go. Mitchell Maida, I think, is going to try to get one more. Puck's going to pop free, and it's going to bounce around. It'll be scooped up, and Salve's going to take this one to the house. Horn's going to sound, and the Seahawks have staved off anything from the Buccaneers to pick up a 15-9 victory over Mass Maritime.
Maritime made some runs, but Salve just closed the door every single time.
A day for Brennan Tracy, for Ryan Riley, for Liam Cooney. Called Max Beauchamp in the mix of all of that. Grant Willow got his name on the score sheet today. And another good game in net from the freshman goaltender, William Kine. And that'll do it for us here from Gaudet Field. For Jack McSweeney, I'm Matt Jolis, all of us here at Fans Only Sports Network. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you back here Saturday afternoon, noontime, a doubleheader as the Salve men's team will be in action at 12. Women's team will follow in action at 3:30 p.m. If weather permits, tomorrow we'll have Salve Seahawks baseball for you, 3 o'clock first pitch. As you can catch all that action right here. Fans Only Sports, it's fansonlysportz.com/Salve Seahawks, your home for Salve Seahawks sports. Until then, stay safe, be well, good night.